How to place your bed to feel nice according to Feng Shui. So Feng Shui is about the energy around your room and how you can feel protected and calm. So let's go straight into the various rules. The first most famous rule is never point your feet towards the door. And the reason is that when people come in, it's like very embarrassing. You know, they can look up your feet and things like that. And also, like traditionally when you put in Chinese funerals, they will put your feet like this towards the entrance, so that's very, very inauspicious. Now, if you have no choice, let's say you have a wardrobe here and things like that, you have to put your bed like this. One way is to put a heavy piece of furniture in the foot of the bed to kind of block off the energy, but still not what I would do. Oh, next rule is never place your bed against a window, and the reason for this is that you always want your bed to be against a nice solid wall, whereas this is not a solid wall. There's no real support for you. If you must put your bed against a window, at least ensure that the window sill is higher than your bed head. So if it's like a high window, that's fine. If it's like a full length glass floor to ceiling window, do not do that. Okay, so let's say you're trying to avoid this. You put your bed here. This is bad as well because your head is too close to the entrance. That's not very good. If anybody comes in, it's right next to your head. It's very busy. It's very uncalming. So do not do this either. Another feng shui rule is never place your bed on the same wall as the door. The reason for this is that you want to be able to see who's coming in when you are sleeping, or at least in the middle of the night. If someone comes in, you can see who's coming through the door. This gives you too little time to prepare. That's why you feel slightly vulnerable. Ideally, you want to place your bed against a nice solid wall, but if you have things like this, do not do that. You don't want your bed to be against like uneven walls or column. It needs to be nicely, firmly on the flat wall. So this is fine, however you notice that it's facing the window, which is also kind of fine, but it depends. If you live on the ground floor, there's a busy street, there are cars parked outside, there are cars parked outside, there's people walking around. This is more busy than the door. That's why you do not want to have your bed over here. Instead, you can have your bed over here. This is kind of a good position, but then again, there are various ways you can do this. For example, this is good. Let me just put a nicer bed. This is good if you want to have like a wardrobe here, a nice bright study area by the window. This is very good. Or another alternative position that you can use is to put your bed over here. The room is a little bit long, so I'll put a piece of furniture here anyway. And then here you can have a nice like dressing up area in this dark corner. So there are different ways depending on your situation and how you want to use your space. But I hope this helps to give you some of the most basic information about Feng Shui and bed placement. So now you know.